now the dog is getting hectic because they're not winning. So with dogs like that, so what? Give them a free cookie, move on, come back to the dog will be fine. Dog will be absolutely fine. And that's not intuitive. I think your dog falls in the category of really put 90% of your energy on the classic side of things, just making sure he's having a good time. If he's having a good time, in a good mood, I bet you the work is beautiful and it's all inside of him. And when he's not having a good time, it doesn't matter how beautiful the work is, you're not going to get it out. Because he's what I know, but I'm feeling like a bad dog today. So, right, we just want him to feel great all the time. But we are going to push you because, you know, it's very hard when people take the cookies away from the handlers. They just get very unhappy. And so getting in the habit, like, I would say at least 80% of the time at home, you should have no cookies in their body, even though that's completely inconvenient, right? But just get in the habit of having them on a table, even when you do little drills for fun in your house. Just make it, it's not for the dog, it's really for you. Right. Ask for a little thing, get a pattern. Ah, that's cool, let's get that cookie, come on, let's get that cookie. And then, okay, let's do it again, until you don't feel uncomfortable. And then you'll find it gets easier and easier. So once I start doing that with a given dog, then I find that when I start adding chains, I don't really notice. But the very first time I take the cookies off my body, I absolutely feel it. It's hard on me. Yeah. All right, so why don't we bring him out? This is your normal building. You work here all the time. Oh wait, the broad jump. Tell me, so he's just not showing a ton of drive for it, or?
So he goes over it and his focus is me.
Yeah, I
and we've kind of worked some things, but I'm looking for other things to do. And one of the things I'm concerned with is I don't want him to hurt himself because he jumps really slow over, and it's big because he's a big dog. Yes. And then he kind of comes down weird.
Turning.
Yeah, and that worries me a little bit.
Is he close to the edge when he comes down?
Yeah, and he jumps really slow to make sure he doesn't get too far, and I want it, and that's not good for him.
Don't want to put out 1 ounce more effort than we possibly need to put out. He's conserving energy. That's smart.
Well, it's to come to me. If I threw a cookie or something, I mean, he's fine, and he's fine over like the high jump and the bar jumps. I mean, he slams over those. It's the turning part. He wants to get to me really fast.
So for that, we'll start talking about that one. What I would do is set the jump up. For today, when we train it, I'd like to shorten it because the issue is not the jump. And if we do several of them, I don't want to have that issue on the table.
Oh, yeah.
So let's shorten that up. What I do, this is, perfect. Okay, this is my broad jump, the final board. In your dog's case, I want you all the way at the end. So you're allowed to stand in, and that's the beginning of the broad jump. So you're allowed to stand anywhere between the first board and the last board. If your dog's issue is coming in straight, most people go to the first board. The reason is the dog has more time to straighten up on the way down. If your dog's issue is either not jumping or not putting out enough energy or cutting the corner, most people stand at the last board. And the reason is it makes the dog less likely to start turning in the air. So based on what you said, I would be standing at the end. The next thing I would do, so here is the edge of my broad jump. I just crossed over it. That's your lane. I want you to think about lanes. By the way, how did you teach him to go out? Did you use a cone, a target, throw a toy? What did you do?
It was a toy.
Right, okay, fine. And did you throw or place it?
I placed it.
Okay, fine. What I want you to do, sit, stay, drop your toy, and I want you to say, get it. And as you say that, instead of turning here, which is how you would do it in the ring, I want you to actually step in front of the first board. And tell him to get it. He's just going to go right past you, but he'll see you do it, right? So at first, I want it to be very easy. You might even just move your body a little bit, or even just walk, get it. So you're doing one set of things, and his job is to focus on where he's going, not to worry about what you're doing, right? But eventually, the movement you're going to make is actually going to be into the lane of the broad jump. You get 1/3, he gets 2/3. That's the agreement. I do not want you to run into your dog. That's why we're doing this train this way. I want him to know you're going to do it, so there's no misunderstanding, right? Now what you're going to start doing is waiting until he's in the air and then throwing it, but you're still going to be stepping. So I want him to associate your moving with going straight ahead and with you taking your lane, your third, right? Then eventually what you do, and I just did this forever in training, and when you say over, step in here and he will come front here, not here. Because that means he's going to concentrate on not coming into your space. He knows you're going to show up next to him. He'll be way more likely to jump straight because he can't turn, you're in his spot. Does that make sense? It has very good ring carryover. Because when you say over and the dog sees you do this, what do they think about? staying out of your space, but then they just come in the front.
So I did do the toy thing for a really long time, and he'll jump straight with that.
Right.
So
the only reason for the toy is so he gets used to the fact that you're going to move into his space.
Oh.
When you take the toy away, you just do exactly what you're doing now. But I don't want him to be surprised, because otherwise you'll run into it. If he's used to taking that third to start curving back to you, and you step in, he's going to be kind of freaked out.
Can you do that actually with the jump? Because I don't understand.
Oh yeah, I'm just talking it out because I'd rather talk now before your dog is out, and then when we bring the dog out, that's no problem. I'll show you. And that will help. It solves a lot of problems. It solves corner cutting. But it will also solve the tendency to arc, because he'll know where you're going to be, and it's not going to be on the side of the jump. It's actually going to be in front of the jump. But don't worry about it. It'll, yeah, because you're a visual person, not a words person, so that's fine. We'll pick up with that.
Okay.
So why don't you get him out, and I want you to work on your own for a moment with healing. And oh, what the hell? Let's just make a habit of it. Why don't you get your food off your body, put it on the table, and so we'll make sure you're really nervous before we start.